Hey, welcome, thanks for watching. In this episode, I continue the story of my bicycle tour of Southern California, Oregon, and the Pacific Coast Route. On the previous episode, back to ocean cliffs and climbing, coastal towns, coves, and oceanside trails. Before heading off, I get an update from the other bike traveler, Brian, on his tarp shelter experience. He's not convinced yet using a tarp and is leaning toward staying with a tent. He said a raccoon came and visited him at night, but no harm. Just a half mile from camp, I get data service at a roadside market. I spend some time updating my blog and getting some food before fully starting my ride. Right out from MacKerricher State Park, there's more amazing rugged coastline views. An isolated, peaceful ride with only a couple of small towns brings me to the last of the coast for a while. The route heads inland through forest with two major climbs reaching 2,000 feet above sea level. I reach the end of Highway 1 and rejoin 101 as the day ends at Standish-Hickey Park. Just leaving the state park in the Cleon area, city area. Heading up the coast for a little bit before I head inland up the mountains. Another clear and beautiful day of riding. It's becoming routine, but I have no complaints. Overall, my body is holding up well. My wrists still hurt at times, but the wrist braces I started wearing are helping, and it's not getting any worse. Currently, I'm experiencing some mild pain in my calves, but not a problem, and just something for me to monitor. Oh boy, another awesome view. Whoa, almost hit a bird. Almost hit a bird. Watching the ocean, rocky shores, crashing surf never gets old for me. Only the call to make it to my next destination keeps me moving on. Though. Early hill climbs and speedy descents serves as a warm-up to what's to come later today. to be a long 41 miles. Really long. So many hills. A rare market in this stretch, but I already have enough supplies, so no need to stop. This is a hot day. Cloud bank rolling in very thick. Be interesting. Of course, I might be off the beach by then. I think I see a bald eagle with a fish. Didn't get a good look at though. Oh, there it is. It's something in his claw, it looks like. The inline climbing is about to begin, so I find a makeshift rest spot on the side of the road. I fill up on some food and take in the last of the coast view, at least for the next couple of days, as I travel through the Northern California Redwood region.
You going up?
Yeah, all the way. Start a big climb number 1 of the day. Starting off at a nice 8-9% grade. I'm gonna try to go up, no stop. If I don't stop, I can't take pictures, so I can take video. I could try to take a picture with my phone. It's a little tricky while pedaling. I have to get it out, take a picture, and pedal. Sweat's pouring off my face now. I'm in the shade too, right now. Almost to the summit. It is going to end up over 700. It's at 732 right now. The first summit of 800 feet now complete. It's on to the descent, dropping 700 feet on the way back down. Immediately at the bottom, the climbing starts again. This ascent starts more gradual than the first. It's an easy 1.5% grade for about 5 miles before getting back to more serious climbing. If it stays at a 1-2% grade, up to 3, it'll be great. It'll be like riding into the headwinds I've been riding into. I don't think winds are going to be a factor at all in here. Tailwind or headwind. Here's that other alternate way. Road maintained during winter months that use at your own risk. Not maintained. Warning, windy road. Not advisable for large trailers. Check that out. I think it's probably good not going that way. Dirt road. I had an idea of taking a wilderness dirt road north instead of the normal paved road. I quickly ruled this out because I'm not fully prepared for this level of adventure. Plus, this would bypass some of the Redwood parks that I want to ride through. I enjoy a small creek and big redwood trees at a roadside pullout. While I'm there, a couple driving by stops and we strike up a conversation.
It's a long ride. Where'd you come from?
Touring down in Southern California.
Wow, you rode your bike down from Southern California to here?
Yeah.
From Los Angeles?
Actually from the border, Mexico border.
Are you serious? You did it? How long have you been on the trip for?
This is my 26th day.
We talk for some time and then head our way.
See you. Have a good day. You too.
I continue my ascent with a few roadside breaks.
You vulture. It's gonna record it. Vulture was right in front of me because he wasn't moving. But of course, as soon as you stop, they move. You get nervous then. Still climbing. Should go up to 2,000 feet. This one I'm not doing in one go. I'm gonna take breaks.
This is as big of a town as you'll find through this section. The road is narrow, but a car only passes every minute or so.
So there are some steep sections in here. Not quite to where that other climber was yet. The final climb for this hill, anyway.
I reach the summit, but it lacks a view. It doesn't stop me from celebrating with a road sign pick. Now, let's see what excitement the downhill brings. The mostly smooth road still has a few rough spots to navigate. With the narrow, tight, curving road, I opt for caution to keep my speed more or less on the conservative side.
Those bumps were a little too much there. I can throw you off. I like to stay away within my control.
Howdy.
Overall, a fast descent is both exciting and enjoyable, dropping 1,200 feet in over 5 miles. The downhill ends crossing over the South Fork of the Eel River. I will see a lot more of this river in the next days. Starting near Dana Point, 750 miles, and riding most of it, the end of Highway 1. Now, it's back to Highway 101. I hope the traffic isn't too bad.
Hello.
Hi, here for a hike and bike?
Yep.
Just $5 then.
Okay.
Okay, hike and bike is to the left in Rock Creek.
Okay.
Go the opposite way of traffic. Take a right. So take a left, take a right, and they're right next to the bathrooms.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, I'm at Standish-Hickey State Park. Nice hiker-biker area, completely covered in trees and forested. Right next to the showers, so I'll probably take advantage of those since they're right here. Nobody else here right now. It's quiet. The rest of the campsite's not too full either. Before dark, at least 3 other bike travelers arrive. We chat for a bit while I eat dinner and charge some electronics. As evening approaches, it doesn't take long for the mosquitoes to chase me to the protection of my tent. The isolated ride today was peaceful with the least amount of traffic I've experienced on the tour. However, fewer vehicles doesn't mean it was free from close calls. There were a couple of log trucks that passed too fast and too close. I'm looking forward to the next couple of days exploring the famous Redwood parks and the trails along the Avenue of the Giants. This will be a change of pace from the last 2 weeks along the coast. On the next episode, massive redwoods, tourist attractions, quiet trails, and camping below the Giants.
You'd think I'd be more organized by now, but I'm not.
Yeah.
202 tours passed already downhill. Gullies on the side of the road are substantial. Don't want to topple over the edge. It's not like a death cliff, but it's 25-30 feet at a 45 plus angle. You'd tumble all the way down. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Let's get serious. Feels like somebody's holding me back with a rope or something. That guy was way too close. I went off the road and he was still close. I saw my rear view mirror. He was hardly away from me. Definitely not 3 feet.
All right, we got the green light, everybody.